So last we left off in Ace Attorney, we had the Miss Olive Green almost unsubscribing herself, and so after that, we just had this massive. Uh, this, so
Hello?
we had, hi. So we had this massive chat where I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and I just had this massive theory. And so I made this whole presentation. I'm bringing out everything that I've got, and so this is my presentation on why I think that Miss Olive Green is actually the person that tried to poison William Shakespeare. And so we start with the first point, which is the evidence. The evidence that I got was like there are two main evidence that got to me. The first one being the envelope. The envelope being in Shakespeare's room at all means that at one point Miss Olive Green had to be inside his room. The question is now, when was it? And so we have two possibilities. One, Shakespeare invited Miss Olive to go to his apartment to talk about Duncan's death, which actually makes no sense, as Mr. Shakespeare is the murderer, unless he has like any suspicion that she has anything to do with the treasure with that from the guy that died there. And but in the envelope it says that the person is invited to go to the pub, the Slug and Salad, meaning that there is absolutely no reason for Miss Olive Green to A, know where his apartment is, or B, know who Shakespeare is. So the envelope is from a totally different place, so it makes no sense that she has it if it was inside his room. And if he sent to her, she wouldn't know where from. Like, she would have no reason to go to Briar Road. Therefore, we can infer that possibility 2 is the one with most credibility, that Miss Green sent the envelope to Shakespeare. And if we take that as the main possibility, then the question becomes, why? The most obvious explanation that I had in mind is that she has probably a suspicion that Shakespeare had something to do with Duncan's death. We can guess that at some point after his death, she could have interacted with Soseki-san, because they both like thoughts and stuff. And during his insane ramblings, he could have touched into his fears of being choked, or like everything going weird about his room, which probably would have tipped her off that something was happening. Like, it would possibly make her suspicious, because that was exactly the same thing that happened to Duncan. Therefore, if she sent the envelope to Shakespeare, the reason why she has it is that she probably went inside of his room to grab it. And so, like, that's the main thing with the envelope. She sent it to him to get him out of his apartment long enough for Miss Green to rummage in. And now the question becomes, how? Like, which then brings me to my second main item, which was the item that started my suspicion of her, which is the bottle of pink poison that she tried to unsubscribe herself with. The explanation that she brought was that the bottle was inside one of the doctor's cabinets, and at the time, to me, it was completely plausible that it was all right, and I was willing to take it at face value. But then Mr. Sholmes decided to take it, which, if it was just a random bottle from the medicine cabinet, then its plot relevancy would have ended there. And so this is just like metagaming a little bit, but by Sholmes grabbing it to research what the poison is, makes me think that it's going to end up being the same poison that almost killed Shakespeare. And so, like, why did she have it? It's probably like she was in a coma for 3 days, so whatever was in with her person, it was also the thing that was with her at the day of her stabbing, meaning that she probably took the poison to Shakespeare's room. So now, if we have a motive, an opportunity, and a possible weapon, the next question becomes, when was the poison administered? Well, considering that Miss Green was stabbed and in a coma for 3 days, that the actual poison happening days before the Romeo and Juliet incident with Soseki and Shakespeare, meaning that the poison was already inside the apartment somehow, somewhere, waiting to be ingested. So we have to think of what is something that Shakespeare only was able to do on that specific day that poisoned him. And so my main guess is that it was his attempted murder of Soseki. If we remember, Soseki Natsume was held as a suspect for the stabbing of Miss Olive Green, which means that he wasn't at his own apartment for the whole time. We already deduced that Shakespeare has killed Duncan, like every one of us have deduced that in the past video, to get the chance to search for the lost treasure inside the apartment. Soseki-san, however, was currently held as the main suspect for Miss Green's stabbing. Therefore, Shakespeare had no opportunity to do whatever he does to the poison in the room above. To poison the room above, I mean. Like, so how does he asphyxiate the person above? That is, until we free Soseki-san and from his charges and he comes back for some friendly wrestling match.
Fight!
As soon as Soseki-san returned to his room, Shakespeare must have immediately gone to whatever he goes to do whatever he tries to murder the person above and done the attempt. However, this time the location is coded by the poison, strychnine. Shakespeare ingests the poison after his attempt, sits down to continue his soap carving, and then the poison takes effect. Now, admittedly, this is where I kind of hit a wall because I don't actually know what would be done that he would use his mouth to do. So, my wild card theory uses another evidence: the spooky handprints on the wall. My current wildcard theory is that to poison the room above, Shakespeare has to physically blow really hard on the gas piping that he is able to blow out the lights in the room above, which is why Shakespeare himself had separate candles in his room. That is actually another thing that got my interest, because if he is able to cheat the gas company, then why does he have candles in his room at all? And so I feel that he probably turns off the gas in his room to be able to poison Soseki's, which is why I think he probably blows in the actual piping. And so this is actually my current theory, is that Miss Green sent the envelope to Shakespeare, make him think that someone knew that he was the one that killed Duncan, went to the slug and salad, and so Miss Green went into his room, probably poisoned the piping. I don't know how she would know about it, probably because Duncan had connections to Mr. Garadab. She probably would talked about it with him and stuff. And also, this is another thing that is not actually in my notes here, but it is something that I noted that I forgot to mention, is that, remember, this is for Sebastian and RPG, remember that there was that empty tin can inside Shakespeare's room?
Oh yeah, there's one of those fucking things.
If you also remember, Miss Olive Green has a key hung on her neck that has not been plot relevant at all, at least for now. So I feel that key is actually what is inside, what was inside the tin can. This is actually not from my notes. This is just something that I thought in the meantime. And so I think that not only she poisoned the piping, she also took that key for whatever reason. And so this is my current theory: the envelope, the poison, the opportunity, the blowing, the poisoning, Miss Green. She's connected to all of it. Olive it.
Olive it. Oh. Okay. Can I say though? Honestly, all of that is very plausible.
I like the explanation for the sex hands, because
really
those were There's like the shit. I was like, what the fuck would you do
Exactly,
with
exactly.
your hands on the wall like that?
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past an Ace Attorney game to like pull something like that, where you just find out that the guy physically blows air into the gas pipes.
Yeah. The reason why I go with blow is like he needs something that he has to ingest the poison. Therefore, he uses the mouth. Why? How would he use his mouth? And so I remember the candles. The candles that are inside this room make no sense if he has a way to cheat the gas system. So he probably turns off the gas and he needs the candles. So he probably turns off the gas and probably blows on it.
Right. So question. Do you suppose the key then is the key to the whole treasure thing?
There is a possibility. It's probably like there is something inside the
something
room
that I
has like
something that I because there was the newspaper clipping was in there and the photo, right? That was also in that tin. Because like there was something that Duncan left, or the treasure was like outright in there.
No, wait. I believe that the photo and the newspaper were found in a different location. I remember that.
Oh no, were they in the tin, or were they just with? They were just under the floorboards, right?
The tea can was completely empty. That was a thing that actually.
Right. The stuff was just all under the floorboards.
Yeah.
Together.
There was the picture, there was the newspaper, and there was the tin can that the Inspector Gregson said specifically it's empty.
Right.
And so I believe that I think that the key that Miss Green has around her neck is whatever was inside the tin can.
Okay. Possible. Something that I want to say, or that I want to note is, because the whole Duncan was saving up for the wedding. And that whole shtick. Also, Olive is an art student, yet she lives in a very expensive part of town, apparently. That's also something that Sholmes noted. Just like on the side, right? So how is she able to afford that? This is also a point that they made sure, why was she in this kind of seedy part of town? This goes back to the first game, right? They were wondering what she was doing in this seedy part of town, when she's actually an art student from that rich part of town.
Also, do you think that she's actually like even more than like just she is actually like a partner in crime instead of just
that is one possibility. Either she already knew about it, or she's already found it, but that doesn't match up time wise. So I think she might have been in on it. Might have been. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she's a yet to resolve backstory that we don't know about.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my theory. I tried so hard when making the thing that Sebastian is gonna put in my board to not spoiler myself while searching for all of those images.
Yeah, no, this is like hardcore. No one has looked up a walkthrough or anything. We're still sailing blind.
This is just cold guessing.
Yeah, this is all. It's not baseless conjecture. It's based conjecture, but still conjecture.
Yeah.
So. But honestly, I really like it. I gotta say, I really like it. There's just things that, it's like little details that I still wonder how they're gonna play out.
And now, we go back to the game.
Yeah. Oh, also another thing. Why did Sholmes tell everyone not to speak about this case? That's another thing that I want to see why. Right?
I don't know if it is connected to Miss Green or just about the case in itself. Probably because the.
Oh God!
Probably because the. Oh, hey!
Sorry, that startled me.
Do you think it's because the treasure has not been found at the time of the present?
Oh, that's possible.
And so
maybe that. Yeah, maybe that's why. I just remembered we wanted to swap the costumes around again, but nah, that's fine.
Did we? I was
down. At least I wanted to. That is fine.
I like the alternate.
Oh yeah, me too.
This is it then, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, it's time to put an end to this now. Now? To the miserable curse that's been plaguing Mr. Nutsmith everything.
And in my own small way, I shall do everything I can to help you. I will throw, motherfucker!
I always appreciate your help. Yeah, exactly. Just throw as many people as you need to.
Stop for instance against selfish slice line.
You don't count. You just sit there and look pretty, or will do your best to. Good morning to you too, Mr. Natsume. Or are you a cat?
Good morning. Good morning. Look who's to the Miss Mother Esquire.
Nothing about this morning is good.
Listen to you two chatting while you're happily as the man player of today's trial is here. They played.
What?
Why would you do that? Why?
Oh dear, we didn't mean to cause offense, Mr. Natsume. I thought perhaps that because you had your eyes shut so tightly, you were meditating, finding inner calm.
Oh, pretending you were a cat again?
Inner peace. Inner peace. Inner peace. It seemed wrong to disturb you.
RPG, what's that background noise coming from?
Yeah,
you?
now it's RPG.
What background noise?
Yeah, RPG.
It's
it
a
was
whooshing,
just like
a wooshing
mine.
noise.
Yeah. It was like
Oh,
you had a
shit.
fan.
I mean, I do have a fan, but I'm surprised it's
Yeah,
picking that up because it's literally under the desk, pointed away, like at the window or some shit. You know, it's like completely different
there it is again now.
location.
yeah, there it is again.
Wow, that's impressive.
Good mic. Bad fan.
Yeah, apparently. Anyway, I'll just turn that off. It's fine.
Man, good mics suck.
I mean, unless you pay like for an ungodly amount for like a mic, like I did, because I'm a freaking gearhead. Don't if you want to get into like doing stuff that I do, please don't feel like you have to pour like
Please
400.
don't.
Don't. It's really not necessary. There's good mics that you can get for way cheaper than what I got.
I was waiting.
For what?
The madam is not to me. He was waiting for someone to talk to him. Is it different? Different somehow today. What does he have like a new pocket? Whatever. Oh, well, that's because I'm attained spiritual enlightenment.
Very easy to
Yes.
see. Yeah,
Call me-
you can always tell when that happens, right?
Yeah,
guys?
Call
yeah,
me
that was
so
the
sicky
spiritual
Buddha
enlightenment
now.
look.
Very, very obvious.
That's
Obviously.
what you see is a journey to discover one's own death.
What?
What?
I'm gonna
Really?
send this line to all the writer friends that I have.
Or social. Oh, whatever. This is like the money conversation I was hoping for. That's why I had my eyes shut.
What? How about you initiate the conversation next time
Yeah.
instead of closing your eyes? I missed the signs, I'm afraid. Somehow you'll have to forgive me.
And you mustn't talk of your path leading you to death, Mr. Natsume.
Yeah, you're still very much alive in a couple months from now. 6 months.
That was just an example.
Ah, yes, there it is. Inner calm.
Inner peace.
I mean, he might be calm on the inside, just not on the outside.
Inner peace.
Inner peace. I barely know her. Anyway, you barely came to see me at all yesterday.
We went there twice.
I was sure you were better than me.
Yeah, in the span of one day, we went from Britain to Japan.
One of my favorite voices to do is fake crying.
And I've been in Great Britain in a week yet.
That's true. This is like our 5th day or something like that. Yes, well, anyway. I intend to set everything straight in court today. I'm determined to uncover the truth. Shit, I forgot which button it is. We gotta do this more often. I keep forgetting
The
which...
truth.
No, wait, which one? Stop it! Wait, I keep forgetting. No. Where is it? Oh, is it? Oh, lordy, guys, please stop. There we go.
No.
There you go.
There you go.
I should have reached an important decision myself.
Really? You're gonna go back home? Oh, what sort of decision?
I shall feel you win after the trial.
No, but I told you I want to
Okay.
set things straight in court. We can't do that anymore.
There will always be tomorrow.
All right.
like raising a death flag for no reason.
It would seem Mr. Sholmes isn't coming today after all.
Well,
Yes, that's so.
It's a very clever message, I think. My dear
Right.
fellows, you
Okay.
must win this battle on your own merits or whatever.
I was about to jump in by doing his voice.
I don't know. 5 shillings says he's like in the gallery somewhere and is gonna jump out at a critical moment.
I think he's just sleeping.
He's just sleeping.
It's a very clear message, I think, that he's overslept again.
Yep. The great detective, my arch nemesis. Look, may stay away, if you ask me. Bailiff, you okay?
Can someone check this bailiff's underpants, please? They might be a bit tight.
It's the mouse in his hat. Don't worry.
Today, once again, we face the Reaper. When the Reaper stands for the prosecution, the defendant's fate is sealed. But I don't believe in the legend any more than I believe in Sun's curse. The truth is hidden here somewhere, and I won't let it escape me. I have to keep believing in my client and keep fighting to the very end. That's all. Good day, sir.
To be continued. Wait, what? All right. Oh, I thought that Mr. Garda would be there.
Order! In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
I do.
The prosecution is ready.
I do. Yes, the defense is ready.
I do.
Very good. And now I call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
6 ladies.
Jury. Chosen by lot to represent the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to proceed?
Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
I'm allergic to judge.
chosen by lot. Excuse me, I want to press X on that real hard.
Chosen by lot that I personally forgot to change.
Absolutely. Justice will be done. Mark words.
Oh my fucking god, I forgot the voice of the one I did.
Wait, I was that woman, right?
I got it.
Or was that you?
No, that wasn't me. That was you,
me?
I think.
That was me, I think. Okay.
You're just a lady.
I feel obliged to say, I feel especially ruthless some days when my hat is sitting just right.
Well, only if you have. Okay, dude. Chill the fuck out. Please be as ruthless as you like.
Juror number 3, please keep it in your pants or under your hat, as it were.
No.
Thieves deserve to die, if you ask me. Especially gas thieves. I've no sympathy for the man at all.
Look, I said it yesterday and I'll say it again now. I don't have time for this. I've got my own problems.
May the Lord show us all the light here and lead his flock to a righteous verdict. Are you a pastor too? Old man.
Didn't say he was.
He's a doctor as well. He was a surgeon in the final case of the last game.
He had a very long life.
Now, Lord Van Zeeks, what can you tell us?
Nothing.
The prosecution's report, please, for the court. In relation to the theory expounded by the defense yesterday regarding the defendant's tea.
Yes, regarding the tea.
Investigating.
So he does have the results.
That the tea was clean?
Yes, Chianti.
Come on. Chianti?
No. Incorrect. But
That's the only tea he cares about.
And then ice Chianti.
Nah.
Fucking Hannibal.
Before the prosecution delivers the black news about the black tea belonging to the black god in the dark.
Have you noticed that I'm racist yet?
Pray, allow me a moment to savor a liquid of a more sanguine hue.
Are you a writer too, perhaps?
In fact, I'll defer to the good detective for the report.
Oh.
Here's to you, Inspector.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Soap.
As indicated by the defense, we found a bar of soap just outside the victim's window in the snow. And there was indeed a throat where this liquid in a little depression on the top of it.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yes, that's the tea. That's what Mr. Nutsmith brought with him that night.
Well, amazingly analyze it. And yes, you're right. It was tea.
Aha.
Mazel tov. And there wasn't a trace of strychnine or any other toxic substance in it.
Uh-huh.
All right.
No poison at all.
So technically, this would be done, right? In other
Yeah.
words, the tea that the defendant brought with him in the victim's room is innocent. It's in the clear.
The tea is innocent. Right, you can go tea. Thank you.
What revelation? Then what the fuck happened?
Zeeks, you okay there? Is your arm alright?
Not guilty. Goodbye.
As I suspected. This makes it quite clear. The defendant, Mr. Sosa Nutsmith, is blameless here. What?
My learned friend is jumping to conclusions again. A typical Nibonese reaction.
You guys are always so fast to react. So quick to judge. What?
Such good reflexes, in fact. Yes, it's true. No poison was found, and the few drops of liquid recovered from the soap on the window ledge. But what logic is that? Would you take a drop from the what was that again? Thames?
No, it's
Thames. All right.
something like that.
What is it? What is it?
It's the River
Sure, yeah,
Thames.
Thames. I always forget the English pronunciation because it's I always hear it in Spanish and never anything else.
Yeah.
Would you take a drop from the Thames and conclude that the water in the ocean isn't salty?
Okay.
I mean, but they're two different. Okay, whatever. My word, the water in the ocean is extremely salty, Council.
That is
Like
by the
you.
way, that is a
Very salty.
That is an
Guilty.
impossible, like, you can't prove a negative. That's unreasonable. That's an unreasonable
I
standard.
just love this. Yes, the water in the ocean is salty. Guilty. It's like
Yes.
Right, yes.
All right. Anyways, moving on.
Not the only thing that's salty here.
Exactly. The ocean is salty, therefore I win. Unfit for drinking, just as the victim's tea was on the night in question, as the court has already heard. Why, you may ask? Because I say so. Bitter was the precise word from the lips of Mr. William Shamspeare. Bitter indeed. Whom the prosecution now calls back to the stand.
oh, good. Cusco again.
Very well. I will uphold the prosecution's request.
Mr. Shamspeare.
Yes, sounds like we're going to have another confrontation with our theatrical friend.
Bailiff, show Mr. Shamspeare to the stand.
Hey!
Mr. William Shamspeare, the victim of this despicable crime.
Oh heaven, oh hell, do you command me to remember? Forsooth, 'twas I, Shamspeare, did have a bellyful of the foul fluid given in mine innocence.
Yes, but as was revealed in yesterday's proceedings, the witness is not as innocent as we had perhaps first been led to believe.
Off with his head!
Off with my head.
Off with my head, please. End it.
By using bars of soap such as this, he has been stealing gas from the supply company, yes?
One may smile and be a villain. Forsooth, 'twas I, Shamspeare, did have a room full of the sweet fuel given.
That's right. Fellow Julius, don't forget. This man is rough with teeth.
I am forgotten, Capel. Capel about the ice coin's a tiny secret, didn't you? You should have owned up sooner.
Arrest him, I say, arrest him at once, and let him feel the sting in my tail.
Later.
I wouldn't say
Actually,
no
a
to
bee.
that. Oh,
later.
indeed. By dint of vile and cowardly means have I plotted to further mine own ends, I confess. Thou wouldst not pardon my sins, of that I am sure. You acknowledge your wrongdoing. What exactly are you doing here? cowards die many times before their deaths. Soseki, this is about you.
No, usually they only die once.
Nah.
Usually.
And for a coward such as I, death be well deserved. But
But
would it that still great a crime passeth unpunished? For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman of farther east than Verona did contrive to poison me.
boing, boing, boing.
But there was no poison in the tea found in your room. The police have attested to that.
What the defense would assert as an inconsistency will quickly be cleared up by the witness's testimony.
He
Really?
put it only on my cup.
Is that not so, Mr. Shamspeare?
Verily, my liege, I would most gladly speak.
I hope you put a lot of boring sound effects.
Wait, that's the bonk? There we go.
Whatever. he's doing.
I forgot I had that.
Let the witness testify to explain this inconsistency. Tell the court why it is that poison apparently entered your body, though none was found in the tea. Let me guess. He shoved it in your mouth
He
as
kissed-
you kissed
he kissed-
passionately in the wilds of passion and throes of wrestling.
Yeah, they acted out Romeo and Juliet. So did he kiss you? Is that
Yeah,
where we're going?
it was the fucking lipstick poison from Game of Thrones.
Right. Let's talk about the inconsistent-tea.
Yep.
The Japanese man did cometh to my chamber with tea brewed in a pot. 'Twas in my cup alone that the wicked miscreant secretly poured his wicked poison.
How do you know that?
Whilst feigning distraction in our debate, ne'er did a drop of his own drink pass his lips. When he departed by and by, I did use the tea that remained in his cup to make my coins of ice. Thus, 'tis no surprise that poison be found in the tea I did pour into the molds of soap.
Okay,
It's a bit
when did
weird,
that happen?
but okay.
The poison was slipped into the cup after the tea had been poured.
Did they search Soseki? Did he have a vial of...
Yeah, I was about to say.
Uh,
Have they searched him for the vial of
the,
pink poison? that he
purple
was
liquid, the
using with-
telltale liquid, yeah.
Yeah, that is
The
with
normal way
someone
for
else.
poison to be administered, in my experience.
Uh-huh.
Come on, guys! I had a
Man.
board and everything.
Quite, otherwise it would be disastrous if the poisoner were to mix up the cups, for instance.
Oh, you mean like Cusco, the poison, Cusco, the
Couscous poison.
yes, but no poison. Yeah, but no poison bottle was found at the scene. Thank you.
Because, quite simply, the Nipponese took the bottle back to his own room.
Did you
Have
not
you
search
searched
his
his
room?
room?
Did you not? What kind of police are you? No, I'm not even gonna honor that with it. No, just no.
In the room above.
The absence of a vessel containing the poison only becomes problematic when considering suicide.
I knew that.
But now it should be perfectly clear. A bar or two of cheap soap is wholly insufficient to wash the deep stains of guilt from the accused hands.
Insert ad for cleaning product here or something like that. Sirs, madams, 'tis true that I, Shams, may be a common thief of gas. Oh, but, listen here, ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen,
Hey, look, a new emotion.
Whoa, his face.
It's not slightly better.
Wait, did he
Oh, never
straighten it
mind.
up? Wherefore
Wow,
would I lie
impressive.
in bed? Verily, I have no cause. I have naught to lose. Are you sure about that?
It's just like straight up made of like tin foil.
Yeah. It's apparently not solid either. Well,
I do declare.
has he already swayed half the jury?
Thank you for your testimony, witness. Counsel, proceed with a cross-examination.
Oh,
Thank
will
you
I
for that,
ever? Yes, my lord.
Hey! I love the pose.
The Japanese man did come.
Hold it!
I just wanted to let that
Hold
cook a
up.
little bit. I understand that you were already acquainted with Mr. Natsume, is that correct? I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. You said that to the gas guy too, I think, in the last game. Do I know thee? Or know thee not? Methinks 'tis all I can know, that thy destiny mingles with mine. Right, so that's not an answer. You lost me at the first thee. Zounds, sir! Thou must learn the English tongue before thou turns thy hand into lawyering. I assure you, I've already handled a couple cases. I know my way around this.
I thought you were gonna say I know my tongues. Wait.
Yes, I know my tongues. I did, but I must have missed the archaic Elizabethan lecture. Verily, and in truth, 'twas a fine flavoured brew. Though a drop of poison did barb its sweetness, as the thorn doth barb the sweet rose. That, dear friends, be the simple truth.
Didn't answer the fucking question.
No, he didn't.
Teacups, right?
Uh-huh.
In our evidence.
We do, yeah.
All right.
Listen to Mr. Shamspear. He seems in even better form than he was yesterday.
He didn't answer the question.
Either that or I'm in worse form. That fated evening after I did dine.
Wait, dying.
At Grubb's Grubbery,
Hey!
a local
Yeah,
alehouse of
cracker.
good report.
Look.
Of good report.
The slug and salad. The grub's grubbery.
Nor did pass my lips but the tainted black tea. But behold, the poison was not in the tea at first. Can I actually wait? Let me just check one thing real quick, because he mentioned the teacups.
Yeah.
Okay, I know. We only know which one was
can we see?
whose.
There is a little thing, so.
Oh,
there is a rim.
look, look, the only one cup was filled. Look at that. This
Yeah.
one was completely empty. This one has a line there. Interesting. This must be the cup that Mr. Shamspear was
How did
drinking
I
from
miss
then.
that?
I don't know if we
I don't
have.
know.
I don't know if we have. It's stained on the inside.
He does that, I'm afraid. Even Greek tea.
Oh, really? I've never noticed before.
You've never noticed?
Well, I never leave it in the cup long enough to leave a mark. I like to gulp it down. Drink tea while it's hot. That's the Japanese way, isn't it?
Just like my medicine.
Oh dear, so many people seem to have the wrong idea about our culture. And most of them are Japanese.
I love that. So this is the purple one, right? Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, Natsuma hit the green one. So yeah. Oop, sorry. 'Twas in my cup alone the wicked misconceivably poured his wicked poison. Your cup was the only one which had tea, though.
In the next one, he said that it did not pass through his lips.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, another way that did the job past his lips because there was no
yeah.
tea
There was
in one
nothing in it.
of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
so probably we
Are you
just pressed
saying that
everything
you
and
saw
pressed
the
that
moment
button.
when the poison was added to your tea? To have witnessed the act and then drank the tea? Thou dost describe the actions of a fool. It's true, I agree. You would have been really dumb to do that.
Quite so, quite so.
But no one likes going thirsty, do they?
What if it's just a really big straw?
Sooner would I quenched than parched. Would I have the choice? Actually, on the night in question, the water main was frozen, I believe, wasn't it? Were it not for the tea, in sooth, I would sooner have died frozen than quenched or parched. You're stealing gas. You could have just had warmth. Oh, right. No, you didn't have the... Right, no, ice can't means no heating. It's true.
The witness had more than one brush with death on the night in question, it would seem.
Well, not just him. Soseki too.
Remind the court, Mr. Shamspear, as to whether the accused drank any of the tea which he brought with him.
With the greatest of pleasure, my liege.
Hold it!
Can't tell me about that. But the teacup Mr. Natsuma drank from was found completely empty at the there we go. And let's not forget the defendant maxim. Drink tea while it's hot. I did gulp from the poisoned cup that night, and in mine agony did I writhe uncontrolled. In fits of pain, I did knock the fellow's cup and its contents spilled as blood from a gaping wound, methinks.
So,
Um,
what?
I don't think so, honestly. No. There's certainly 'twas a half-time made the coins of ice from his tea. Huh?
What?
What?
Wait, what was that light? You
Wait,
said
wait,
that
wait,
he-
what, huh? Hold on, wait, he knocked it over after he was poisoned? And had already made the
I'm
coins?
confused too.
What
And
is
if
it?
he-
What is that timeline? That doesn't make sense. That the cup would be stained then.
Yeah, so more reason to present the evidence.
Yeah. If he's claiming
An
that,
upset
then no,
cup was
there's, it
found
doesn't
on
Yeah,
make
the
like-
table.
He's just like, I'm just going to bullshit my way through
Yeah,
this.
no, doesn't make sense.
Alrighty.
Uh-huh.
There is no contradiction here.
Well,
sure?
I wanted
At
to add
all,
that to the
because
testimony. though.
I say so.
It's true, there was no tea left in either cup that we found at the scene. But still, something with the statement is troubling me.
I wonder
Yes,
why.
of course, I know what it is.
Also, just a question. Wouldn't that tea ring be enough for them to test for poison?
I'm not
Potentially.
sure. It could be.
If it's not dry, maybe.
don't know.
Well, it would be dry by this point.
No, I'm not sure that it is.
No, it's not. Can you please add that to the testimony? That would be nice.
Thank you, witness.
Oh,
Now
there you go.
reiterate for the court what it is that occupied you after your guest had left and before you drank your tea.
No, okay. Well, I need to
Drink
by
the
my
tea.
use the tea manuscript to make my
I
consequence.
think that's still the third one.
Yeah,
Just-
it probably is.
yeah.
Yeah, so that you could cheat the gas company, in fact.
I forgot how much you know.
To cheat or to die? Just life's only choice, is it? Yes. Faith. To cheat be the wise
Imagination.
choice, and mine occupation be not an ugly one. Prithee, dost thou not see beauty in the simplicity of the ruse? No, I don't. And be very sure, sir. Once this trial is over, Altamont Gas will take you to task over this legal task. I shall not run. I shall not hide. Sooth to say, I have nowhere to run nor to hide. But my lady, what wouldst thou with this pitiful player? Oh, I'll tell you what I like to do with you. Starting with the shoddy shirt on your back. 'Tis time for Shakespeare dance.
In a harsh world we live in.
Can't even steal gas in peace.
The thieving of the gas was addressed in yesterday's proceedings. The prosecution calls on the defense not to muddy the waters with irrelevancy.
Consider that a warning, counsel.
Yes, my lord. Why am I the one in trouble here?
Mr. Shakespeare, after the accused returned to his own lodgings, you used his tea to make your coins.
Your cryocurrency, as it were. Honestly, I'm still kicking myself that I only thought of that pun like days after I uploaded that episode. I even renamed the episode to cryocurrency after I.
Oh, it's funny. Oh boy. Is that correct?
To cheat or to die. I did make my choice many moons ago.
Okay.
Tis no surprise the poison be not found in the tea. Well,
When he has that pose, it looks like he has like a very subtle amount of blue. It does look like he's glowing for some reason.
maybe he is. Gotta check that again. If, having first made your special coins, it was after 2 in the morning when you collapsed, that would mean you can't have drunk any tea yourself until around that time. Once ensnared by literary debate, naught else be found in the furrows of the mind. The debate about Romeo and Juliet, you mean? And who was the stronger of the two? Rightly did I pay no heed to the tea as I wrestled with the abominable fellow. I don't remember debates like that when I was studying.
I mean, what, you didn't participate in wrestling debates? Oh, it's pretty common, man. Like, you gotta get into more debate clubs.
Are you suggesting that neither of you actually drank the tea whilst it was hot that evening?
My lord.
Why the fuck not?
Wouldst thou be privy to some Shakespearean wisdom?
Shakespeare wisdom.
Shakespearean wisdom. Sorry. Husband, wife, and tea, ought I tepid be? What?
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 What? Can someone translate that for me?
What?
Yes, so true. Everyone has different preferences when it comes to tea.
Right. I think
You
you
get that?
might have interpreted that wrongly.
But you understood that shit?
Well, so it's been proven that it was no poison in socially sense tea. That should be hugely in our favor. It should be, shouldn't it? The atmosphere in this courtroom today.
It feels as though everybody's against us, Mr. Naruhodo.
Surely not everybody, I'm sure. You're all right, juror number 4? Must be the Reaper's poison.
I'm afraid that if we don't find a significant flaw in this testimony somewhere, the jury will pounce and find Mr. Natsume guilty!
Oh, I'm sure juror number 4 is gonna bounce. It really feels like we've jumped into the fire here. Jeesh. The Japanese man did come. Right. Once feigning distraction ended, but Ned did a drop of his own drink past his lips.
Did come. Not a drop past his lips.
Well,
The one with the green line around the rim was Mr. Natsume's.
there's like no stain in. If he says he's like waited until like 2 a.m. Okay, let me check this.
The tea would be on his.
Yeah.
This is the teacup from which Mr. Natsume is drinking.
Yes, and like the other one, the inside of the cup is completely clean.
I suppose he must have drunk the contents before the tea had a chance to leave a mark.
I always gulp it down too.
Sorry, Mr. Naruhodo.
He says he
This is really
swallows.
something.
He says he likes to swallow. Did you not listen, woman? Well, if you just sip it little by little, it goes cold.
Clearly, I shall have to instruct you in the proper way to take tea.
Oh, nice. Okay, that was probably.
There is no tea ring on the inside of
Yeah.
Mr. Natsume. There you go.
So yeah. If he says he waited that long to like spill this tea, then there would be a mark in there too. So is that what we're going with?
Yeah. He said that he used Natsume's tea to do the coins and then drank his own, but because there is no tea left,
There would
meaning
be a stain in there too.
there
if
was
he waited that long.
was no tea to make the coins with.
Exactly.
Objection!
You claim that Mr. Natsume didn't drink a drop of tea on the night in question. But that's impossible. Well, drink tea while it's hot, right? Maybe he really did down it in one gulp. How? Chop logic? Chop logic? What is
What?
this? Ye dark... What? Is that a typo?
Dark Eclad Fiend.
Is that a typo? Dark clad? I would...
E-clad.
Interesting.
Eclad. I guess it exists.
Darkly,
Just feel like I've heard it
darkly, maybe
before.
it's darkly clad?
E-clad. Dictionary.com. Verb, a cake. Past principle of clothes.
Really?
Ah!
Yep.
He's calling you naked.
It is actually called E-clad.
Wow,
Dark
today I
clad.
learned. Look at that.
He's saying that you're nude.
Well, no. He says I'm wearing
Yeah.
black, which I'm not.
Oh,
Yeah.
dark Eclad. Ah, all right. So you were once dark. You are now currently. God,
Alright,
this
the
guy
two-
speaks
the-
in riddles
the
just
two
without even
teacups-
trying.
Yeah.
I
The two
just need to
teacups from the scene. Sorry, what?
I'm just going to send this in Discord so you
Right.
can edit this in because I thought it was really funny the way that it is worded.
Okay.
Arcade
I got it.
PP of
Okay,
clothes.
that's PP of clothes.
Be
Archaic. I love how it's like archaic right there. Okay. The two teacups from the scene, one used by the victim and the other by the defendant, have a clear difference between them. One that represents incontrovertible proof.
Incontrovertible? What does that word mean?
what difference?
Look at the inside of the cups. Just here. There's a clearly visible ring. That's not a cup.
Yes.
This is a weird cup, Mr. Unholder.
Commonplace enough.
Right. Look at the other cup now.
Indeed. Such stains occur all too readily when one leaves the tea in the cup for a while.
Okay, you're following. That's good. And yet, Mr. Nutsman's cup has no such ring.
Good lord, you're right. It's completely clean.
You are an adult. Why are you talking? We have
And
to play
prithee,
like you're a
sir,
toddler.
what makest thou of it? Exactly what Mr. Nutsman told the court yesterday. The Japanese saying he quoted, drink tea while it's hot.
Drink!
Hey,
Well, it's hot.
That's right. Yes. The jittery Mr. Nutsman was true to his usual self that night and drank his tea in no time.
Oh.
If, as you claim in your testimony, he didn't touch a drop of his tea, a ring would have developed on the inside of his cup as well after the several hours the tea was left standing. But,
Yeah, he probably actually thinks that it was him.
no. In short, Mr. Shamspeare, you clearly lied to the court. Get thee to another.
By the wrong person.
Are you objecting so you just can drink? What?
Anyway, I just wanted to tell you how good this was. As a rule, I fill my hollow chalice up to 7 times during any one trial.
Shit, now I want to go
I
back and
get
count. Also, that thing,
shit-faced.
that thing probably never stains because he keeps smashing it.
Yeah.
I get shit-faced. I only managed to drink half a glass, but I get shit-faced.
Half a glass.
You might want
Because
to
I
keep
throw
that,
the rest of it away every time.
You might want to keep that information to yourself.
He drinks like half a shot glass.
He's already emptied it.
Yet on occasion, tedium distracts me and I pour more times than I intended until the bottle is dry.
Right.
7 glasses in a bottle? The fuck are you talking about, man? There's like 6.
Not like full glasses though, right?
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. There's like 6 full glasses in a bottle.
Ah.
At most.
Your drinking habits are fascinating but irrelevant.
I'd like to do like, excuse me, judge, but as an alcoholic, I have to.
Excuse me, Judge. I'm shit-faced. Guilty.
Judge, I love you.
Remember, the first step of the program is to acknowledge you actually have a problem. You can talk to me. It's fine.
The man, the fucking Japanese is guilty because yeah, you said so. He did the poison. They didn't poison. On the contrary, they illustrate the fickleness of human memory.
Yeah, you should write everything
How many
down.
glasses have I drank? I have already drunk 4, and you have not been noticing. Haha. To William Shakespeare,
Yes, my liege.
though you previously stated that you made the coins of ice from the leftover tea in the accused cup. Could it be that you were perhaps mistaken?
Oh, is that where you're gonna go?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
He's
you're
gonna-
mistaken.
He's
Therefore,
he's gonna railroad the witness. Uh-huh.
Could it be that, yes, perhaps there was some tea remaining in the small teapot left at the scene? A fact that had vanished from your memory until now.
that feels like a leading question.
Yeah, I was gonna say objection, leading
Yeah,
question.
like objection, leading question.
Yeah, nowadays that's the thing. It's just like
Uh-huh.
objection, leading question. You're on.
You
Oh,
can't, you
okay,
can't
it's
like
just-
the whole like, isn't it true that you can't ask that? That's not.
It's just that
Nope.
because he's shading, it's actually in a gradient that stems from his face, like it is pointed towards him.
right.
and
No,
so
I
it
see
looks
what
like
you mean. Yeah.
A bloom.
Huh.
It was just like it was a really weird effect.
Faith, my liege, thou art a magician. For verily, 'tis as though
Thou art a magician.
For verily, 'tis
Fucking
as, 'tis as though
dumbass.
'tis as though thou hast seen with thine own eyes that night. What? Forsooth, I was mistook.
I was mistook.
I did plan to use tea from the Japanese fellow's cup, but lo, when I looked, 'twas empty. And thus did I use the dregs that festered in the teapot. as my lead did suggest.
Objection.
And you've just
What the
suddenly
fuck you
remembered
talking
now
about?
that you made a mistake before. And are we supposed to believe that? Are we
Wouldn't
supposed
that
to
be
believe
leftover tea leaves in the coins then?
that?
People's memories are imperfect, my learned friend, which is why we rely on evidence instead.
Well, bring
Also,
the pot
why
then.
it's why people are entitled to a speedy trial, so their memories are as close to perfect as they possibly can.
Wasn't this like yesterday?
Do not condescend me. But in any case, it makes no difference.
Does it not?
The victim's most recent testimony tells us two things of note. Firstly, that the poison was put into the victim's teacup only,
No, the testimony didn't say that. Doesn't prove that either.
as he said so. And secondly, that this spoiled cup was not the source of the insipid ice coins that have bewitched this court.
These are the things that I supposedly saying.
Yeah, this is the
Those
thing
are
that the
Fine
prosecution
summary
wants
of
to
the
be true.
facts.
Yeah, that is not the facts. That
No,
is
that's
just
not the
what
facts.
he
That's the
says.
prosecution's case, is what he's just summarized.
Furthermore, that testimony remains valid and in full support of the established facts.
No.
In
No.
other words, facts. Facts, 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 facts.
This has been the
Oh,
more
yeah.
fucked this legal system has been in all the Ace Attorney games I've seen.
The inconsistency claimed by the defense simply does not exist.
No, it does though. No. Don't you go no.
My dude,
Oh, is it already time for the
Let's do
summation
that.
examination?
I don't declare there's no issue with the guy's name testimony.
Apart from the bit about thing gas, obviously.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I do solemnly swear.
That I'm up to no good.
After I did dine at Grubb's Grubbery Alehouse that night, nor did pass my lips, but the black tea given me by the Japanese, whose back we stooped as low as death. Actually, when he turns around, I should just like face away
Did
from
you
the microphone
dine,
and talk
sir?
Why, I did partake in my favorites. A broth as would be called soup, and a leaf as would be called salad.
As insalubrious a menu as the establishment where it was served.
But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. Willingly would I suffer what punishment is seen fit to serve a wicked thief of gas, but I pray ye wise and noble fellows, never forget the simple truth. That be one thing, and this be another. Jurors all, your humble servant Shakespeare doth entreat you. Punish the Japanese fellow for his sins. Oh,
My
Already?
lord, my lady. If I may speak, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Foreman.
I'm an incredible, goodable person, and I believe with him, I have been
All
duped
of
by the
them
rough
are.
defense lawyer.
I read that wrong.
Wow.
I completely read that wrong.
We may have been duped.
Anyway,
We may have been dumped. By me? I do declare you may be right.
What?
Already?
We all know the wife. The wife.
The waif?
Keeping the wafer.
The wafer.
the wafer.
But this lower lad says if he's stealing gas, he deserves a dose of poison, eh?
I didn't say
What?
that.
But he's been leading us up the garden path. That's what he's been doing.
That's what I think leading us.
I really never said anything like that. Are these guys even paying attention?
This is the most baffling case of those so far.
Really though.
The one we just heard from the briefing that has opened our eyes again
No,
until we
no,
are opened
no
again
wonder.
by the actual truth.
No wonder Shums didn't want anyone to talk about this. This is bullshit.
We've reached a decision this time, and we won't be swayed for it.
Oh, really?
Is that right?
Or acknowledges the position of the jury foreman. And will duly hear the jury's findings.
All right, what did you find? What? No. You can't yet. No, they
Mr.
can't.
Reaper, can I have that wine and need the alcohol?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your decisions now.
Guilty!
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
I'm just shaking my head in disbelief. Like, what the hell is going on?
Oh no! Anyway,
I hereby declare the jury to be in one accord.
Objection, summation, examination. Oh, happy day! He already knows. He's already expecting it.
we look at Vansby first time.
How is this happening? My
Why
lord,
is
the
this
defense
happening?
asserts its right to carry out a summation examination. Thank you. Susato didn't even have to remind you.
Yeah.
Very well, the court upholds the defense's right.
Typical. My learned friend is unable to accept the obvious truth.
Apparently, neither
mean
are you.
I'm surprised people don't do this more often because they find this to be like an archaic thing. Meanwhile, in the real courts, this is just like, you know, the standard.
Meanwhile,
thing.
we're making bank with that.
The trial will therefore enter its second summation examination immediately. Jurors, the court calls upon each of you to state the grounds upon which you find the defendant guilty of the crime of which he is charged.